love that introduction. That's awesome. All right, good morning, everyone. Good morning. So here's something that I'd like to share with you. I'm not sure if you're aware, but if you've checked out the C21 Instagram and Facebook page, then what you'll see is that this last week, maybe about 10 days ago or less, there was a video of me where I created a video, sent it over to corporate, and then corporate promoted that video to its entire network. And the reason is because, Top Agent's right around the corner. It's going to be in March, and I'm going to be the one that's spearheading a really cool project for them. But I think that's important for you guys just to know, because the real estate agents who are attending Top Agent, many of them, even though they love our trainings, they get to connect with us maybe one time a year, twice a year if they go to 121. And the fact that we're in here right now, scheduled to be here once a month with you, it's a tremendous competitive advantage. But it's only an advantage if you take advantage and you use it. So last time I was here, we broke into groups and everybody took the time and opportunity to create a video. From that training, is anybody creating more video content more regularly than they were previously to that? Yes? Okay, cool. A couple of you? And truthfully, who is not? Who did a video here last month, but then you just haven't did anything with it? Thank you for being honest. I appreciate that.
Raise your hand there.
Okay.
I just did Saturday. I did one.
Okay, well that's good Saturday. And thank you for telling me no. How about you, Miss in the pink?
I did one.
You did one. Okay. So now, what's the holdback? Why are you not creating more video, if I can ask you?
What do you mean for this?
For your business. From the last time.
Because I was doing other things, really.
Okay.
And I didn't do open house this weekend because what I usually do is I try to do one pertaining to my open house.
Got it. So the answer is, I do one pertaining to my open house, and you were doing some other things. How about you? I know you did one, but I know you have so much energy and you're so vivacious. Why only one? If I were you, I'd be on camera a lot more.
Because they sent in you want to be here, so that's why I prepare myself.
Oh, so you just did a video in case I called you out.
I'm honest,
Yeah. Okay, so let me ask you guys this. If I was to ask you right now, why are you working in the first place? Why do you show up to work? What is the purpose of you being here? For what? To generate business. Do we all already have our income goal defined for 2025? Who in here confidently knows what dollar amount they're trying to earn in 2025? How many of you guys don't? And even if you're a little unsure. Okay, so why don't we do this for a second? Here's why. Here's what I don't want. Because I guarantee you, there's no point in Felix hiring me to come here if you're not going to do it. There's no point. I'm not here for vanity purposes, right? I'm not here to entertain for 30, 45 minutes and then for me to leave. As a businessman, him and Alfredo are going to have a conversation to say, are we getting a proper return on our investment? And it's either yes or no. But I can't make you do anything because at the end of the day, you're your own boss, essentially. You're all 1099. So let me ask you, you don't have to give me the dollar amount, but think about your income goal for 2025. Everybody take 2 minutes. Think about your income goal and write that down right now. I want you guys to think about it. If you don't have a goal, then that tells you something. If we don't have something to strive for, we already have a problem. What are we working for? Now we're just going to go through the motions. We're going to close some deals here, close some deals there, but in all reality, you're going to have a really difficult time building a business if you don't have defined goals. You name one company, you name one successful real estate agent that just shows up and just happens to close a deal whenever they close a deal. Probably nobody, right? Maybe some people, but small percentage. So write down your dollar amount, okay? So I want you guys to write your dollar amount, and then once you're done, look up at me. That way I know that you already have it done. And think about it. Because we're not just writing down a number for the sake of writing it down. We want to write this down because this is truly a target that we want to hit. That's why I love this business so much. It's the difference between the haves and the have-nots. You have a lot of people that don't have a lot in this business because they're not running their business like a business. Then you have people that are sitting on the top of the mountain, can do whatever the heck they want in life because of the finances that they've built in this business. And many of us are looking around like, how did they get there? What are they doing? They're no smarter than you. Anytime I see somebody who's doing more than me, I never think it's because they're smarter than me, ever. I mean, if it's like a super smart person, okay, that's one thing. But usually it's that they're just working more strategically and they're working smarter than me. It's not that they're smarter, they're just working smarter, right? Okay, so now take that dollar amount and then what is the average commission? If we were to close a deal right now, I know we asked this before, how much are we walking away with right now if we close a deal? How much money?
10,000.
10,000? Do you guys agree that 10,000 is a good number? 10 to 12 grand? Let's just say for the sake of simple numbers, let's go with 10. So now take that number that you wanted to earn, that total amount, divide that by $10,000. Now you should have a target in mind as to how many deals you have to close for the year. Does anybody feel comfortable in sharing what is that goal? Felix? 35 transactions, okay? Yep. 10 transactions for the year, okay? Anybody else? 15. Got it. Thank you. That's just a little bit more than one deal per month. And if you close 15 deals at $10,000, it's a pretty good living, right? Now here's what I want you guys to do. I want you to take 2 minutes to think about this. Let's just say you fast forward in 1 year, you achieve this goal. What difference do you have in life in a year from now that you don't have today? What does that look like? Genuinely, what does that look like? Think about that and just write a couple notes down. What does that look like? Fast forward in 1 year. You are now closing the deals that we're talking about. And this is not an exercise that I just read in a book, just so you know. This is an exercise that I personally did for myself year after year without even realizing what I was doing, is that it's important for us to really dollarize it. And then we have to envision ourselves achieving that goal, because if we envision ourselves achieving that goal, it becomes more real to us. If it becomes more real to us, now the accountability factor to hold ourselves accountable to do the things to get there is more real to us as well, because it's like, I can do it. It's not so far off. It's not a pie in the sky goal that I can't accomplish. Now, who wants to share? What does that look like for you? Whether it's time with family or it's freedom, whatever that looks like. What does that look like 1 year from now you're hitting your target goal?
Vacation.
Alfredo?
You said 2 of them. I think time with family. Number 2, vacations. Number 3, spend more time with my parents.
Sweet.
Those are my top 3.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
And you said vacations? Okay.
And investment.
Vacation and investment. I like that. Now, when we think vacation, even go a little bit further. Think, what does that vacation look like? Where are you going? Who are you going with? Close your eyes and envision yourself there in that spot. What are you doing? And what does that feel like? Where would you go?
Jamaica.
Jamaica, okay. Who would you go with?
I don't know. Let me see. I don't know. Whoever has money. They hang with me. If they ain't got no money, they can't hang.
I love that. That's great. That's funny. All right. So now here's why I ask you guys this. Last question. Why do we do this? I asked you why. Who are we working for? Alfredo, you kind of said it.
Our family.
Family. Think about that, guys, for a second. Who is that family? Who are those family members? Who are you looking at dead in the eye to say, hey, you know what? We did it. And not only did we do it, but if you build the skill set to get to where you want to be a year from now, you'll do something that most real estate agents will never do. You'll build the skill set. Most real estate agents don't even build the skill set. They go through the motions of being a real estate agent. That's going to change, in my opinion. Felix, that's one of the conversations I'm having with corporate big time right now, is that the skill sets are needed by agents because the business is becoming more demanding. You have people that are elevating and connecting with more clients, and you have the big online websites, the big portals that are targeting our clients. In 1990, 70% of real estate transactions were done with a real estate agent working with a consumer that was in their sphere. In 2004, that number dropped drastically to 32%. A large number of our clients are going directly to websites and they're connecting with realtors that they don't even know. You were going to say something, sir?
Yes. What I wrote, I said, next year I'm going to be more peaceful, with more experience to do business, and more confident to work.
Wonderful.
I didn't think in vacation.
And you know what? That's a vacation in your mind. I tell you, when you have the resources, the financial resources, and you know you have the ability to go on out and generate business, that is so peaceful. Okay? I asked you guys, who are you working for? Think about those people, because now here's my question to you. Before I started talking today, on a scale of 1 through 10, 10 being I'm running my business like a business. I'm doing all the things that I know I should do. I'm creating video content because we know that's where people are looking. I'm working on my skill set. I'm developing my sales pitch stronger communication skills, stronger listing presentation. On a scale of 1 through 10, where are you at right now? 1 being that you shouldn't even show up because you're just wasting time in your gas. 10, you know that you're going to achieve your goals and probably do even more next year just because of the foundation that you built. Give me a number. Just shoot it out like popcorn, whatever you want. 8, 7, okay. 10, 7, 7. Some in the back. So I heard 6. Okay, thank you. Couple more back there. 9. That's where you're at right now, right? Okay. So when I hear an 8 or a 9, I get excited about that. When I hear a 7, here's the only thing that I'll tell you: 7 or lower. If any of you have kids, just think about this for a second. Or if you have no kids, you have grandkids, maybe you had kids, whatever. Think about this. If your child or somebody that you love, a young one, brought home a 7 out of 10 on their math test, what score did they bring home? You guys are being too nice to yourselves. They're not even bringing home a C. They're bringing home a C minus. So now you think about this. When you go home, you look at your loved ones right in the eye and you say, you know what, honey? I love you so much. Here's what I bring to my work. I bring home a C minus. Every time I go to C21 primetime, you could be proud of me because I bring home a C minus. That's how much I believe in you. That's how much I believe in our goals. How many of you are okay with bringing home a C minus and looking at your loved ones right in the face? I feel like for me, it was always harder to look at my loved ones than it was to look at myself, to be honest. Because as much as those loved ones believed in me. So sometimes we could use a motivation for others. Okay, I'm going to end with this, but I'm saying this because here's what I don't want. As we go through these strategies and tactics here, put them into play, okay? You need to do more than one video before I show up. Smart of you. I like the fact that you did one. That tells me you're strategic. You're a smart guy. Now it's just about asserting.
Matter of fact, I did 3.
Yep. Okay, perfect. And then you mentioned about doing other things. It has to be priority to you. Do you think marketing should be a priority for a real estate agent? Yes. You name one successful business that doesn't put a priority on marketing. Even a company like Amazon. You guys know Prime is part of their marketing efforts. Getting something to you overnight or same day is marketing because it's telling you something. It's reliability, it's quickness, it's speed. Okay, so now, when I come back next month, I'm going to say who in here created videos. More people should be raising their hands. Don't be the person that doesn't show up to the training because you know I'm going to be here because you don't want me to call you out either, okay? I'm making a mental note of everybody who's in this office. We're discussing ChatGPT today, and I'm going to show you guys a couple of key things. This is what I'm going to be showing at 121. Top agent. Top agents in the U.S. are going to be using this. But there's a free account. We know this, right? Free account, and then there's a paid account. You guys don't have to pay the $20 a month, but if you do, there are some really cool features that you have access to. Today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how you can create some short but impactful scripts. Take the script, and what was the app that we used last month I was here? Do you guys remember the app? Captions? Captions, right? There was Captions is the one app that I tell you is amongst the most powerful app on the planet for video marketing for real estate agents, in my opinion. But here's why I'm going to show you this. I'm going to show you guys a couple videos. First video I'm going to show you, this was a video, where's this gentleman at? Behind the wall. Okay, wonderful. So you sent me this video. Thank you very much. I'm going to play 2 versions. Version number 1 is going to be the original raw version. Version number 2 is going to be uploaded to Captions. And then I got rid of denoise by tapping on what? I got rid of denoise by tapping on denoise. I got rid of denoise by tapping on denoise. And then Captions were automatically added. And then, you know why I tell you Captions is such an amazing app? Because now they added a feature so you could add music so easily. So easily. So here's the first version. What was it?
Wasn't it mini? That's why I looked at my phone. Mini caps?
Let's see. I'll go through it with you before I leave. But yeah, it's called Captions. So here's the original version.
Go. The reason why I suggest homeowners hire filter because they think it's white.
Would you guys agree a little difficult to hear because of all the background noise, right? So now all I did was take your video, upload it to captions, tapped on denoise, and look at the difference.
So this is why I suggest homeowners hire a filter because they told them it's white. One could be advertising goes on. Second is to make sure all the disclosures, contents are fully disclosed. The reason is that you have the proper education and guidance for you to process to sell your home.
Solid. You gave 3 points. Nice job. And your 3 points were good points. There was disclosures to make sure everything's properly disclosed, right? And then education, and then the marketing, advertising to sell your home. Impactful. Now let me show you another one. Okay, so this is just the raw video.
Hi. If you're thinking about buying, now is the time. Date the rate, marry the house. I want to give you more information.
All right, a little difficult to hear. One tap of denoise, guys.
Hi. If you're thinking about buying, now is the time. Date the rate, marry the house. I want to give you more information as far as how you can take advantage of the interest rates being so high. Right.
Perfect. Great job. Nice job on that. So see, what does this do? Number one, if you post a video with the background noise and it's all like difficult to hear, that tells a consumer that you don't think about the details when it comes to marketing, in my opinion. Some people will argue against that, but I feel like we are being scrutinized every single second by our clients, as they should scrutinize us. If you guys were, actually yesterday I saw a video, this lady bought a first class ticket to fly to Hawaii. It was an 8-hour flight on Delta. And she's like, Delta, do better. And then all she did was show the little vent, how dirty the vent was. And it's like, that's disgusting. She paid $5,000 for that ticket to have something as simple as like a dirty vent. I have a property that I rent out to people in Los Angeles, and I have like a family meeting where I dictate all of the things that we need to look at. Something as simple as even by the gate to get inside, if you have like spider webs, that says that you're not focusing on the cleanliness of your property. If that's not clean, what else isn't clean, right? Or little paint chips, like every time a tenant leaves, we go in there and just little slight adjustments, but details matter. But just simply by tapping denoise and adding the music, it was so much better. So here's what we're gonna do. I have ChatGPT here. I'm gonna show you one really important thing. If you learn this, and you know how to use captions, you guys will be in such a better position than so many of your fellow realtors. What I have over here is the prompt. This is a prompt that I may have showed you guys before, but we're gonna dig into this deeper. Look, here's the prompt. Now, a prompt is direction. Over here is ChatGPT. Over here are some notes, just so that way I don't have to type on the screen. But I'm gonna now go full screen with ChatGPT, and here's my prompt. And you guys are more than welcome. Pull out your phone, take a photo of this so that way you could copy it. And I'm gonna read it to you. I want you to do customer research for me. So you're telling ChatGPT to be your research guide. Tell me 10 frustrations, 10 desires, 10 dreams, and 10 fears that my audience experiences related to homeowners who want to sell their home, because we all want more listings. Would you guys agree with that? If you have a listing, you can go on out, promote the heck out of it, promote it online, hold an open house, put a ton of for sale signs, get people to show up through the front door, which that gives you the automatic opportunity to engage in conversation and sell your services as an agent to help them also buy a property. So I feel like a listing is like a 2-for-1 type opportunity. The listing that I'm closing on March 6th is because of a listing that I took in the city of Upland. Buyer showed up. She didn't want to buy my house. My house was too expensive for her by more than $100,000. But she had a condo in Claremont that she wanted to sell. And because she wanted to see my home, I had the opportunity now to list her property. Okay, format the output of the 10 frustrations, 10 desires, 10 dreams, and 10 fears in a table. If this sounds a little nerdy to you, it also sounded nerdy to me. All you do is copy it. Don't even worry about how and why it works, because I copied it from somebody else, okay? The x-axis should be numbered 1 through 10, and the y-axis should include frustrations, desires, dreams, and fears. Now what we're gonna do is ChatGPT is gonna give us a table, so that way we can have a better understanding as to who our clients are, and then we're gonna say, ChatGPT, being that you gave us all this research, now give us 10 scripts that we can read using the captions app. So we can denoise it, add a little music, and now we're in a position to have 10 videos that we can promote over the next 2.5 months. The same way that I'm going to ask for 10 is the same way that I could also ask for 20 or 30. Okay, so let's see. It's just taking a little time. ChatGPT is thinking. It reasoned for 32 seconds, and now it's getting to work. How many of you guys want a free assistant? Anybody want a free assistant? I'm telling you right now, there are so many things that are being done with AI technology that it even still to this day impresses the heck out of me. I'm going to show you guys something before I leave that I have not done in any training. I haven't done it on video, but I'm going to be presenting it. I'm doing this because of my 121 contract. I have to bring my A game because I don't want agents to show up last year and say, oh, it's the same stuff. I need to always adjust it, always change it. But you guys tell me, is this a frustration for a seller? Lengthy sales process with uncertain timelines. How about low offers from potential buyers? Is that a frustration? How about a difficulty in staging and preparing the home for sale? That right there, if you can have that conversation with a seller, it puts you in a really good position. I did a training down the street for another office in the city of Rancho, and I had a lady ask, how do you have the conversation about staging or cleaning up when they don't want to do it? I have a seller right now that's like refusing to do it. And it was a good conversation that we had. But my big thing was this: you have to establish yourself as an authority. Before we start giving direction, they need to already buy into you. Because if they buy into you, then they're going to listen to you, right? Here's a couple more. Complex paperwork. What's now a desire of my sellers? Quick and hassle-free sale, getting top dollar for their home, transparent and honest communication, reliable and experienced real estate agent. What is a dream? Selling the home in record time, achieving financial freedom from a high sales price, a seamless transition to a new chapter or location. How about a stress-free selling experience? Now, what is a fear of a seller? The home sitting on the market way too long, receiving lowball offers that often undervalue the property, being taken advantage of by unscrupulous agents, hidden legal issues or liabilities emerging from the sale. Okay, so here's what we're going to do now. This right here is very clear, concise information for us to understand our clients better. But now we're going to segment this information and we're going to put it into some scripts. So here's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to say, great information. Now, do you need to complement AI technology?
Yes. I do it all the time.
I do it too. I do it too. I feel like it's like tipping the dealer when you play cards. Might help you, might not, I don't know. Great information. Okay. Now take what you've provided and give me 10 blogs. I don't use the word script, and I'll tell you why in just a second. 10 blogs that I can read in first person. Write this on behalf of a realtor. Make sure to include a hook specific to each point. 75 words or less. Couple key things if you're taking notes. 10 blogs that I could read in first person. I found that when I use the word script, they'll give you a full-blown script. Have a drone flying in from the left side of the screen. Camera number 2, pan to this. It's way too much. I just want to copy and paste and make my life easy. So I asked for a blog written in first person. 75 words or less, because that's going to typically be about a 45-second or less video. If you want to make it even less, you can do that. And then also to include a hook, because I don't want to just say, hey, this is John Reyes. I want to give a hook. I want to give something to get their attention right from the start. And then now ChatGPT should get to work. So it's thinking, it's reasoning, and then now it's giving me, it should give me some scripts in just a second. ChatGPT is being a little slow today. If you guys use it often, then one thing that you'll know is this. The free version tends to be slower, and you have like less problem solving, less logic skills. What I'm doing here is relatively simple. It shouldn't be that difficult, but if you're paying 20 bucks a month, it's supposed to be much quicker and faster. The difference is that sometimes the system gets a little overloaded. And if it gets overloaded, you just got to be patient with it. That's all it is. Alfredo?
Question for you, John. When when you're doing the paying version, I haven't done it. I still have I was grandfathered in. Is there any way to use the same? Do you use the same login to have it on your app, on your phone, and then on your computer?
Correct. Yep. Same
It
login.
works the same way.
Exact same way.
Okay.
Yep. That's exactly how it is.
It's just the login credentials have to be the same, correct?
Yes. Login credentials are the same. So now here's one right here. Ever felt like selling your home is an endless journey? I did too. As a realtor, I discovered that proactive planning and clear communication can transform a lengthy process into a swift sale. Yeah. Hey, you know, here's what I'm going to tell ChatGPT. I don't really like these. Sorry. Redo and give them to me in a structure that flows well. I want to read. I want to educate my potential sellers. Now let's see if they clean these up. But as we go through them, they should just be able to give me the hook and then the message. So that way I can then copy the script. And remember, here's why I love the Captions app so much. I'm going to open up the Captions app in just a few seconds and show you. I can copy the script, put it into the Captions app. There's a teleprompter feature. And then all I do is read the teleprompter. But now here's the crazy thing, guys. Follow me on this. When I'm reading the teleprompter, you can tell that I'm reading because my eyes are going to be reading. With one tap, there's an AI technology built into Captions where it will fix your eyes to make it look as if you're not even reading, which is freaking nuts. No, for Captions, you got to pay for it. Yes. How about this? Navigating the home selling process. Selling a home can feel overwhelming. In my years as a realtor, I've learned that a clear roadmap from listing to closing makes all the difference. And then you can go right into the close. If you're thinking about selling your home, I would love the opportunity to talk to you. Give me a call. In terms of the total length, how short is that video? 15 seconds, right? So according to Google, 15 to 25-second videos will tend to have more views than anything longer. Short, concise, straight to the point. Have you ever been discouraged by a lowball offer? I have. I've learned to view these setbacks as chances to refine your strategy and negotiate smarter. And then something as simple as that, and I can go right back into the close. Hi, my name is John Reyes, and I am a real estate agent with C21 Primetime in the city of Rancho Cucamonga. And if you're thinking about selling your home, I'd love the opportunity to talk to you. Give me a call. Right? Simple, short, concise. So now let's just say that we wanted to take this script here, and then we want to now go to Captions. Watch this, follow me on this, guys. Here's how easy it is, Captions. I go over here to create a video. Now when I go to create, I could import my footage. I could record directly through my device. If you pay a $300 version per year, this is more advanced, you actually have AI avatars that you can choose that will make videos for you. That's kind of nuts. So I had one of these people say, John Reyes is like the king of real estate. If you're thinking about selling your home, there's no other person to talk to. And they even said, when John sold my house, I did put a disclaimer on my social media that was an AI like promotion, not real. It was just for me to show what it was like. But hey, pretty dang cool for people to create video content like that for me, right? So now we'll go to create. I'm just walking you through the options. AI edit, so see all tools. So we'll go to see all tools here. Here's the teleprompter. See this right here? Read a script while recording. Did you guys know with Captions, for your $65 per year license or $9.99 a month, you can actually record a video in English and have it translated to like 70 different languages. You can translate it to Spanish, you can translate it to German, whatever you want. We're going to go to teleprompter, and then this is where I would now paste the script. Like this. And then you see right here, it says 47 words. I don't know if you could see that, but approximately 20 seconds in the video. And then once I hit record, now this is, my camera is like a little bit off, just so you guys know, but if I was doing this normally, it would work like this. And then I would hit record. Selling a home can feel overwhelming. In my years as a realtor, I've learned that a clear roadmap from listing to closing makes all the difference, right? So now I can finish it. It will add the captions. And then here's the thing about it. I'm going to delete this project because I just wanted to show you guys this real quick. This is one of the coolest features of this app. When you are recording your video, this is me reading. This is the AI version correcting my eyes to make it look like I'm not reading. This is real. This is AI created. Now, is there any reason or any excuse now that we could not create video content? I just showed you how to come up with scripts. I just showed you how to copy the script, paste it onto captions, how to record it, and now how to clean it up. Any questions in regards to that at all?
Yes, where'd you get that nice tan? On the AI.
On the AI. Yeah, probably there's an AI tanning feature as well. I wouldn't be surprised. Okay. Now I'm going to show you guys something else real quick. Let me pull up my ChatGPT app. This is what I did this morning. Okay. Oh, just want to show you guys. I'm planning my next trip to Europe this summer, but I'm just showing you guys. This is not where you just type in, what should I do for my time in Europe? This is all one conversation for just one trip. Is that crazy? And I'm still not done. But I just want to show you, like, the more that you learn how to use it, it could be, it's so amazing. It's my number one thing that I'm using. Okay. So I'm going to open up a new window here. Actually, I'm going to do it on my phone. No, I'm going to do it on my iPad. I haven't tried it, but I'm going to try it here on my, no, I'm going to do it on my phone. Here's why. We're going to do a live demo right now. I asked you guys, how many of you guys want an assistant for free? Does anybody in here role play at all? Okay, who wants to role play, but you're a little nervous to role play just because you're a little shy how you're going to sound in front of people? Thank you for being honest. Anybody else? Okay. Now, what if you could role play with artificial intelligence in the comfort of your own home without anybody being there? But the artificial intelligence being not just your role-playing guide, but also like a coach to you as well. Would that be freaking amazing? Hey ChatGPT, so I want to do a role-playing session with you, and I am going to be the real estate agent who's calling you, and you're going to be a grumpy homeowner who doesn't like any phone calls, including or especially phone calls from real estate agents. And I'm calling you to see if you have any interest in selling your home in the city of Rancho Cucamonga.
Sure, let's do it. Ring me up when you're ready.
All right, ring, ring. Hello, this is John Reyes. I'm a real estate broker out here in the city of Rancho Cucamonga. How are you doing today?
Another real estate agent? What do you want?
I'm sorry to bug you, and I'm sure it's not the best time, but I was reaching out just to see if you had any interest in getting your home sold if you were able to get a price that you're looking for.
Not interested. My home's fine, and I'm not looking to sell.
Let me ask you, how long have you been in your home?
Long enough. Why do you ask?
I'm only asking because I'm also a local resident to the city of Rancho Cucamonga, and I found that many people, if that they can change one thing about their home, it may be something as simple as looking for a bigger property, maybe downsizing. Has that ever crossed your mind?
I like my home the way it is. I'm not interested in changing anything.
Fair enough, but let me ask you this. Have you ever considered taking the money that you have, the equity in your home, taking it out and putting it into an investment property in the same city?
No, I'm comfortable. I don't need any more properties.
Okay, ChatGPT, let's go ahead and end this session. And I would like to know, what are some things that I could have done to be better in engaging with you right from the start?
Sure. Acknowledging the homeowner's initial reluctance would help. You could start by building rapport, maybe mention something specific about their neighborhood, or ask how they're enjoying their current home. Then, gently explore their future plans or goals. Building trust is key.
Any open-ended questions that you would recommend that I ask so that way in my next calling session I can make sure that I have already jotted down?
Absolutely. You might ask things like, what do you enjoy most about your home? Or, have you thought about where you'd like to be in a few years? These can open up the conversation without pressure.
Thank you very much. We'll go ahead and end this session.
You're welcome. Anytime you want to practice again, just let me know. Have a great day.
So now everything that they said to me and everything that I said to them has been transcribed as well. So now we can go back and we can read it. Let me tell you how game-changing this is. When I get up on stage, and I was just telling Felix, the state of Colorado, they're having a huge event. It's the biggest that they have in the state. I was selected to be their keynote speaker for their next conference coming up in April, which I'm super stoked about. I will have a microphone and I will have my device and I will do a live demonstration in front of all the agents there. And I know what their reaction is going to be because this is so new. Have you ever seen anybody do it like this? And even asking the questions of what could I have done to do better? This morning, what I did is I said, okay, now let's reverse the roles. You're the real estate agent. I'm the grumpy homeowner. Do everything that you possibly can to get me to engage with you. This is better than any coaching platform or program that I've personally seen because the data that ChatGPT is using, it's using a combination of a lot of sales skills as well as a lot of psychology, and it's pretty dang impressive. So you can give it certain levels. So it may just say, for example, Miss, let's just say I called you. I know right now is not the best time, but I tell you what, if there was a better time for me to follow up with you, when would that be? And then I told ChatGPT, we need to take it further. I don't want to give up on the call so easily. I need to do everything that I can to engage with that prospect. So now, again, they're the realtor, and then ChatGPT, I'm trying to shut them down, and then it just keeps asking me open-ended questions. And I'm like, that's awesome. Then you can ask it for like a synopsis, just like I did. What could I have done to be better? You know, what could I have done to do better and all of that? Yes, sir.
Could you record that whole conversation to replay it?
So that's a great question. I know that now with the new iPhone feature, they have it so that way you could record. So my assumption is yes, but just for the sake of solving the problem simply, what I would do in that case is I would just throw my memo recorder on this device and then have it right around there. Any questions? So you could speak to the free version as well. I asked ChatGPT about that today. I said, can you explain to me the difference? What they said was that the paid version is going to be faster. The free version should work, but you may not have as complex responses, but you'll still get responses from them. So my advisement to you is that for most things that I see realtors doing, the free version should be enough. I personally used the free version when I first started doing trainings for quite some time because they didn't even have the paid version. I only started paying so I can get the front of the line pass, meaning that if I'm doing a demo in front of people, I don't want to try to log in and then it say that there's too many users. Okay? Any other questions to what I just showed you?
So which one you were using right now?
I'm using the paid version. I paid ChatGPT $20 a month. Now,
I've been using it, but not for work, but I haven't even registered or I don't even have a login.
Got it.
I feel I'm able to use it.
I would recommend creating an account and logging in because then what happens is that ChatGPT starts to get to learn you, get to know you. So like in my presentation, I had typed, I'm a real estate agent, but ChatGPT actually knows that I'm a real estate agent just because of all the work that I've done with it. And then it has a memory. So you can actually go through and look at what memory it has of you. So I've gone through and looked at my memory and it says real estate agent, broker, mortgage loan originator, author of 21 strategies, and a lot of other information as well. And it's just the memory that it's developed over my time in using it.
Okay, thank you.
So here's my homework to you guys. Most real estate agents are not going to know how to use ChatGPT the way that I'm showing you guys. I just did it. I did 8 trainings last week, just so you guys are aware, okay? 8 trainings in the real estate space. Out of the 8 trainings, there was one class that I did. It was out in Northridge. And I said, who in this room is using ChatGPT already? It was about 80% of the group already raised their hand. So I said before I even started, what are you using it for? Most of the real estate agents were using it for the basic things like property descriptions. But when I started to show the more advanced, all I showed them was the research. And then I showed them how to take the research and put it into scripts. And then I showed how to enhance your listing presentation with ChatGPT, and I'll tell you exactly how I did that right now. So I will use ChatGPT and I will say, I have a property. This is very important for you guys. If you have any new listings coming up, I have a property that I'm looking to sell. Here's the address. Tell me any and all information that I should be aware of as a real estate agent. I'm going to be meeting with a seller, and I want to make sure that the seller knows that I have a firm understanding of the area. Include specifics such as things that locals do in the area and any other specific information such as popular school districts and so on. ChatGPT gave me a full-blown synopsis for a property that I was selling in Diamond Bar. And it talked to me about hiking trails, talked to me about the updated golf course that they were opening up in Diamond Bar, which is now already open. And so that's also part of what I show as well. How do we enhance our listing presentation with AI? Because we could do our comps. But
even if you type in the address on ChatGPT, right? Christian did it, you type in the address and it gave you a full description of the property.
yeah, yep. It's going to pull the property, the public records.
Yeah.
Yep.
Can it do comps?
So yeah, you know what? I would say the information that I'm seeing is becoming a lot more specific. We could try it right now. Let's try it. But I talked about this at my last class too. So do you guys know what gold's trading for right now? Just under, huh? 20, more than 2,900. It's like 2,950. So, yep. I asked ChatGPT, this was about 6-7 months ago, what their thought was as to what the value of gold was going to be. At the time, we were trading at about $2,400 an ounce. And ChatGPT said the expectation is to be between $2,900 to $3,000 by the end of the year. Guys, look at where we're at right now. I just asked ChatGPT this morning. Look at, I mean, this is how active I am. Any update on gold expectations considering the latest world news? As of February 24th, gold prices continue to approach record highs with the spot trading near $29.54 per troy ounce. The surge is primarily driven by escalating geopolitical tensions and economic uncertainties, including recent tariff implementations. And then it gave major financial institutions their thoughts, Goldman Sachs, UBS, as well as Citi Research. These projections are influenced by factors such as central bank demand, geopolitical tensions. So if you guys are having any conversations with clients and you need some information even about the expectation of interest rates, you could ask ChatGPT and you can say, explain it to me like I'm a third grader. Why are interest rates so high? Explain this to me in a concise way as if I am a third grader. And the reason I say third grader, because we don't want to make it difficult for our clients when we speak to them. There's a value in making things simple for those who you're talking to. Now, this might be a little bit too much like a third grader. Think about it like this. If everyone at a toy store is trying to buy the same toy, that's funny. But you guys get the point of what I'm talking about, right? Let's see what their response is. Read aloud.
Interest rates are high because the government wants to slow down rising prices, inflation. When things get too expensive too fast, people have a harder time buying what they need. By making borrowing money more expensive, higher interest rates, people and businesses spend less. When spending slows down, prices stop going up so fast. Think of it like this. If everyone at a toy...
So what I'm going to say is, how does this affect the local real estate market in Rancho Cucamonga, California? Let's see if it gives any specifics in regards to Rancho. In January 2025, Rancho Cucamonga saw a 7.3% decrease in the number of homes sold compared to the previous month. Do you think that that information could be important for us to be able to share with our clients? What is the source of this? It tells you what the source is. It says Rocket. That's a credible source. Potential downward pressure on home prices. With fewer buyers in the market, sellers may need to lower their asking prices to attract offers. While home prices in Rancho Cucamonga have risen over the past year, the rate of increase is moderate. In January 2025, the median home price was $772, up from 5.3% from the previous year, which has a slower growth rate. Extended time on market, homes may take longer to sell. Average time for a home remained on the market in Rancho Cucamonga has increased to 38 days in January 2025. And again, that's according to Rocket. So what I'll do is I'll cross-reference this information with other resources like we have, like the MLS. So I'll use InfoSparks as well. So for my new listing, I spoke to my client very confidently, but I let her know pricing strategy is going to be important because the average days on market for a home in Alta Loma in the $1 million plus range is 84 days. So it's again, a combination of information that I pulled from ChatGPT as well as what I'm pulling from the other sources. Okay, so that concludes everything that I wanted to cover with you guys. So as of right now, I'm going to conclude, but no more questions, right? So here's your homework. Use ChatGPT, create your account, write this down. Create your account with ChatGPT if you haven't already done so. I will send, Felix, if it's cool with you, I'll send you the prompt that I typed out for everybody, and you could just share it with the group. You guys use that prompt, get your 40 points, and then ask ChatGPT, and I'll even include exactly how I word it for the 75-word blog. Just copy and paste what I give you. That's all you need to do. And then get some of those scripts, open up your captions app, and then create a couple videos with those scripts. Even if you fumble, you're trying to record and you're messing up, it's totally fine. Nobody has to see the video. Do it in the comfort of your own home. But it's all about getting into the rhythm and making it more of a routine for you. The more you do it, the better you're going to get, okay? All right, guys, then that concludes everything. I will work on that email for Felix.